EA Sports brings you Friday night NBA action. Along with Steve Smith and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And our friend on the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge, we'll be hearing from shortly. Any team that faces these guys know they're going up against a major challenge. They are undefeated with a sterling record of 9-0.
Just a lot of positive momentum with this young team. Kevin, you can just see the confidence almost oozing out of these guys, and that's always important for a young team. Get some wins, build some confidence, and typically that can perpetuate itself into success.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Nurkic is out there with Bagley. Then it's the Magician. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's the kid in at the point guard. Here's Neto. There's the pass to Wembanyama. Hey, guys, let's be honest here. A bit of a mismatch looking at the quality of these teams on paper. But we see these types of games in this league, and sometimes they can surprise you.
Listen, every team is not a title contender. Some squads are in that rebuilding phase. Let's see if the weaker team can compete tonight.
Ipos Johnson. It's the cell on the wing. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Good on both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
And with Tim Duncan and David Robinson, Greg, the legendary Spurs big man of days gone by, does that, do you think, add pressure for Victor Wembanyama?
Maybe a bit, but he also has the resources of the same great organization behind him, and that's what'll help. And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
And the kid picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
The question is, do you leave?
The cell in the wing along with Johnson. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Wembanyama. And it's Neto in at the point. So that's who San Antonio starts the second round. And the basket by Rozier.
Never shy about shooting the rock. We've seen Rozier go off in the playoffs before. He loves the limelight.
Here's Wembanyama. The basket is good. That's his sixth attempt and his third make. Here's the kid. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
San Antonio.
Here's a look at some of the stats for him. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Victor Wembanyama has this uncanny combination of size and skill. He says most bigs play basketball because they're tall. I started playing before I knew I would be this height. Since I was 5 or 6 years old, I always had a ball. I was built for this, I guess. All of what happens to me, I expected for myself. Kevin?
Yeah, a long road, D.A. Thank you. Spurs leading by 3. It's stolen by Bagley. Inside, here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
What separates Capella is his quick jumps around the rim. Tremendous athlete.
On offense, here are the Spurs. You know, here we are, Greg, looking at Victor Wembanyama. I mean, can he get any taller? Wow.
Well, he's already 7'4", Kevin. But yes, what's amazing is that I still think he's grown, which is scary for the rest of the league.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you know there had to be some pressure on Marvin Bagley when he came into the league.
Yeah, GA, not only being the number 2 overall pick, but coming from an NBA family. His grandfather was in the NBA as well.
And it's tied up with that one.
And the game Bagley has reminds me a little bit of Chris Bosh, a sweet lefty who plays with force and passion.
San Antonio making a switch here. McDermott's checked in. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. So it's the Spurs now. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
It's a catch-22. You want your guys attacking, playing with a sense of freedom, but not if it means a bunch of turnovers.
Here's Neto. Wembanyama passes to McDermott. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Rozier against Vassell. Here's Wembanyama. He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Capella. The kid passes to Jones. Banked in off the glass. Jones has got his second bucket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And the kid picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Both teams will make substitutions. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. When it comes to the essential components of a winning team, GA, how much importance do you place on veteran leadership?
Kevin, I think it's important. You want a few guys in the locker room who've seen it all. Players who can keep the ship steady if the team kind of goes awry or has a tough stretch.
Here's Wesley. And the kid picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
4th personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Here's Sohan. It's stolen.
Good eyes by the defense. Clearly, that's not where he wanted the pass to go, and he's frustrated.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Here's Wesley. Pass to McDermott. A three-pointer is right on target. McDermott's got 6.
The range of Doug McDermott is huge for this team. The D can't leave him open or they will pay.
Here's the kid. He trains the quick shot.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Spurs trail by 6. Wesley up top. The feed to Collins. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yusuf Nurkic. 2nd personal foul. 3rd team foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
The line for San Antonio, Zach Collins.
And that one falls for Collins. Tie game in San Antonio. It's time now to go courtside as we send you.
42.
Thanks.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. They couldn't hold on to the... And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joe, what up?
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. The kid is checked in for Morris.
Number 4.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. We've got the kid. Nurkic is out there with Marvin Bagley. Then it's the magician, and it's Rozier in at the shooting guard.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Here's Neto. Rebound by the kid. The kid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Looking to end the run. Wembanyama finds Neto. Vassell against Rozier. 6 on the shot clock. Vassell, the pass to Neto. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Wembanyama has got 12.
Zero hesitation from Wemby. Coming into the lead, just trusting his jump shot.
The kid gets the bucket.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
That's tipped. Neto, the pass to Wembanyama. To the inside. And they're running with the second effort, and it's good on the layup. And that's 10 points for the kid.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Wembanyama looking it over. Dishes it to Olynyk. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. And the officials will call the illegal screw right there.
And not the most common call we'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Second shot opportunity. Pass to Capella. Here's the magician, covered by Johnson. Here's the kid, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
First personal foul.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy. Who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. All right, the NBA already has a team in Canada, a G League team in Mexico. But we see a team in Europe, you think, Steve?
Kevin, we've had games in Paris, London recently. It'd be really hard travel-wise on these guys, flying all the way over to Europe.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. The Spurs celebrated their 50th season in San Antonio last year. It was a tremendous legacy for one of the 4 ABA teams to join the NBA in 1976. The Spurs hosted a game against the Warriors with more than 68,000 fans in attendance. It was the most ever for a regular season NBA game. These loyal fans continue to support their home team. Kevin?
They've been so loyal. David, thank you. Absolutely. This is a great market. Here's the kid. Offensive rebound.
And they continue to control the glass.
Spurs trail by 9. And here is Wesley. Pass to Branham. Johnson outside. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Capable of scoring at all 3 levels. Johnson's offensive versatility allows him to own games.
From past the arc. Here's Capella. Now the pass to the kid. And the rejection by Collins. Here's Branham, defended by Jones. Tries from 7. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Here's the kid. 13 points in the game. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
You know, as ice cold as he was in the first half, that's how hot he has been since the break. No one can match up with him right now.
And he stays with it. It's deflected. Down low, here's Bridges. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth.
Spurs
Up by 8. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
65.
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 8-point game. They've got Victor Wembanyama. Olynyk is out there with Devin Vassell. And it's Neto in at the 1 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He tries for 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Here's the kid. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
To the middle. Here's Vassell. Tipped away. Back to Neto. The 3. It's deflected. And here we go. Here's the magician. Here's the kid. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
Talk about making halftime adjustments. You love what they're doing with him now offensively.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Violation. It'll be a jump ball.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. The kid's got 21.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
They get a hand on it. Fires for 3. Hands it from downtown.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Driving to the basket. Oh, he jams it right over Wembanyama.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, They've maintained their focus.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Personal foul. First
You know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
line for San Antonio.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's the kid. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Fires from deep. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's the kid. No good on the quick three. Spurs trail by 17. Here's Sohan. Out left to the wing. Neto, the pass to Sohan. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls up. And he hits the jump shot. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Pass to the kid. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Knocked loose. And so the ball is out of bounds. Rozier touched him fast. The Spurs making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to lean in and show some more discipline.
From deep, the kid gets the bucket. The kid's got 29 in the game.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
The reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Knocks it loose. Back to Neto. To halt the run. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
And you know he was going to try to respond. Those threes canceling each other out perfectly.
Takes the 3. Sinks the triple. 38 points for the kid.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Azell against Rozier. Passes to Wembanyama. Shot clock at 6. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Here's Neto. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
You gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Here's the kid. From the arc. Second chance shot. And Capella with a nice bucket inside.
This is where Clint Capella makes his bread, imposing his will in the paint.
Here's Neto. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, guys. Marvin, the team's playing well of late. What's the difference?
We play together. We locked in. We worked on things on our days off. We just try to focus on them, and we came out and we executed it well. We're just playing together, man. We got to keep this thing going.
It's a good feeling, I'm sure, man. Congrats again on the win. Back to you.
All right, DA, thanks again. And that'll do it.